Oh, it may be nasty and acidic, but it's incredibly pretty. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We are here on the Pirate Homeworld, looking for a way to get past exactly that acid rain, and find our way to the Leviathan Seed that is impacted here as well. In the last episode, we opened up this morph ball way that I'm currently in. This episode, we'll just be more and more sneaking our way into the Pirate Homeworld. And energy has been distributed at regular intervals throughout the facility by this generator. Oh no, you're gonna go. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, it really, crawl tanks are going hyper with alarming regularity here. Let's hop out of there before we encounter any problems. Oh, I keep thinking, fucking crawl tank hyper bullshit nonsense. Okay, that may have been a little too many adjectives there. Don't you do it? Oh, it's just so mildly time consuming. We can flip this thing over. There we go. And then we can now proceed up here. There's a lot of sneaking around in Morph Ball in the early days. Under here, we end up in this little, command center place, and we roll along here, and we get to a missile expansion. Wonderful. There's a lot of... I always quite like this phase in this game when we get to a new planet, because it's you spend the first bit of time at the new planet just exploring around, getting upgrades, getting armor suits upgrades and stuff like that. It's just, there's a lot of just cool stuff early on, and then you end up doing a bit more of the backtracking and trying to really get around the place more and more. Right, so here we've got various things. We've got a hardened phazon is invulnerable to your weapons, but a strong impact could destroy it. We've got various seeker missile points up there, switches are a locking system which must be hit simultaneously. And we've got another one of those advanced terminals which you need standard visors for. Non-standard visors for. Non-standard visors like this X-ray visor. Oh yes. Nice easy opening of the episode. Grab yourself an X-ray visor. So, X-ray visor online. They call it the X-ray visor, but it's really a mixture of all the other visors, except the Echo visor from the other games. So it's a bit of X-ray visor, a bit of thermal visor, a bit of dark visor. Because if I bring it up, you'll see it's not really X-ray. It's actually more like the thermal thing. It's a bit of a mixture of all of them. But what it lets us do is interact with these things. So, if you interact with these, then you've got 4 symbols, and you can press 4 buttons. But it's very unlikely that you'll operate the system. If we put the X-ray visor on, now when we interact it, we can see the symbols. So we just need to mash, every time you press one successfully, all the remaining ones reshuffle, which means I think it is technically possible to use these without the without the visor, but obviously because you've got 8 potential options every time, you've got an 8th times an 8th, so 16th, and then on top of that a 1/28th, and basically it's a 1 in 1,000 chance of actually successfully just doing it blind. The first time. What's 16 times 8? That is 126, isn't it? Yeah. Either way, you've got these phazon things going past, and if you hit them, then they'll fall down, and we need to make sure they fall down on this thing, which I absolutely did not do there. So when it provides me with another one, there's your moment. Blast that off, and on we go. Come on, there we go, fit in the damn hole. This is the first place in the game as well where we actually move between rooms by morph ball tunnels. It's quite cool. New bit of tech here. It's sealed behind a door, but I still got a scanner on it. This is a low-level energy shield. A high-frequency beam will disrupt the shield and the door. But now it's also behind security gating in place. Phasite plating can only be penetrated by high-frequency beam weapons. Yes, that's going to be a thing, isn't it? You've got another X-ray terminal here, so let's use this one. What we got? We've got a weird grappling hook-like thing. Some kind of coronavirus, topical, Decepticon, and the switchy roundy thing in Uno. I was just trying to come up with names for them on the spot, and I think I can mostly describe what they vaguely look like. Here we've got, there's actually very little we can do here other than grab a cheeky bit of pirate lore. Space pirate data decoded, stow away. Our attempts to intercept the Federation ship departing Ether were unsuccessful. With them went a collection of Phazon, the first to fall into Federation hands. They foolishly left most of the Phazon behind, allowing us to quickly collect what we could. But in our haste, we took more than mere Phazon. Our scanners have indicated the remains of Dark Samus, who has revived herself within our Phazon storage. Surely, we are cursed. The fiendish shrew consumed all of the Phazon, then wiped out a third of the crew in a matter of minutes. Now she moves through the halls of the Colossus. Moves at will through the halls of the Colossus, using her witchery to beguile the minds of the crew. We are unable to call for aid, and only a few of us remain to stand against her. All is lost. Oh dear, we actually saw that at the very beginning of the game, was Dark Samus reforming herself in the hold of the Colossus. Here we've got a generator which has energy cores which supply power to the planet's defense shield. That's going to be important later, I'm sure. Yes, so it shows that thing using a very specific beam as well, which will also be important later, but for now we can't get through to it, so let's head back down to where we were. So, upon returning here, bastards are there. So these actually, despite the fact they look it, these aren't a new scan. These are just your standard pirates, except for the fact they are wearing armour which protects them against the acid rain. Which doesn't matter to us here as we're trying to kill them. Oh, I just melted the dick off him. That was nasty. Oh, he's gone hyper. That's why I wasn't doing any damage to him. Well, we can out-hyper him anytime. So now this way we can proceed through where they were.
This is Federation Trooper NZG-41. Can anyone read me? Over. Repeat, this is Federation Trooper. I'm transmitting on an encoded channel. I was taken prisoner during the attack on Norian, but I've managed to escape. I have information about how to bypass the acid rain and get through to the seed. I don't know how long I can evade capture. I'm transmitting my coordinates now.
Ah, come on, you bastard. There we go. So while he was stalking, well, so first things first. Yes, there's a Galactic Federation trooper here that was captured, and so our goal for now is to try and meet up with him because he knows how to get past the acid rain. But we won't be getting to that for a while yet. Here we are. You'll notice I talked about this last episode. So that's get past the acid rain. That's our kind of goal for now. But we can't do it here. We notice we basically come full circle and hooked back around here. And when we were first here, I said, well, there's no point going to the second floor because there's not much you can do. And here is the second floor, so we've just kind of really circled around there. If we head down to the bottom floor, there's actually a few more things we can do now with our fancy schmancy X-ray visor, which is all very cool. Because we have got an X-ray terminal here. So if we use this one, what we got? We got Master Chief's helmet, Samus's gunship, Decepticon, and I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like a jetpack or like a manta ray or something. Anyway, now we can use the map station. So, the map for this area is useful because it gives us another landing site, and indeed that's where our trooper target is over there. It also tells us where the seed is, but that's not particularly useful at the moment because there's a shield in place around it as ever, and acid rain, I assume, affects our ship badly as well? I don't know. But either way, let's head back to our ship and fly to that new landing spot, the research facility. I must say, a lot of these parts of the Pirate Homeworld do look surprisingly similar to one another. Like, we flew out of one, like, alien-looking diesel punk tube and into another one. But there's actually a second door coming off here, but we can't do anything with it for now. But fortunately, we can activate this thing, which miraculously doesn't trip any security things, or either. What's clearly meant for a space pirate, and Samus just uses it fine. Which is, I guess, on the surprising side, but you know, there we go. This reminds me, kind of, for obvious reasons, of the frigate Orpheon at the beginning of Metroid Prime 1, because that was also a space pirate frigate, so It's got that kind of... They have a similar feel. This is just a slightly more spooky version, because I guess this is the origin of it. Anyway, if we look down there, we can target that thing. And then we can obviously just hop back along through. That one's really hard to spot, and this thing is it's behind a little wall. It doesn't look like it's necessarily there. Anyway, here, you got another enemy around the corner here. Get your scan visor ready. You'll need to be quick on these bastards. There we go. This is an Urtragian street bat. Fast-moving, exceptional explosive flyer. Eliminated range if possible. They're really hard to scan, those ones, and there are very few of them in the game, and after a certain point I haven't exactly worked out when they disappear, so they are, in a sense, almost a one-time scan, and you don't have many times to scan them, so do grab them there while you can. Through here, you'll see we've got these plates on the floor, which are releasing toxic amounts of phazon vapor into the area, which isn't great, and that's making these fuckers appear. So, these are phazon grubs, drains bioenergy from its victims. Bite can deliver phazon infection, so basically that means can send you hyper. So let's just kill them before we have any such problems. Now, what do we need to do? We need to get up these platforms. Oh, there's also this massive fucking thing in the middle, some kind of fish creature. Unknown bioform is deceased. Subject appears to be part of a bioengineering experiment. Yes, we've seen this from the Space Pirates and other games. They do like their bioengineering, like look at Ridley or something like that. Like there's a lot of that nonsense going on, and obviously on their homeworld is where that shit's really concentrated, so... Oh, we're inside it. Oh, that's awfully fleshy. I pointed that out, actually, literally right at the beginning of the first episode, where the... Oh, grab ledge up there is where we're supposed to be going, but we can hop over to the side here, and there's a bit of a bonus. But yeah, when there's like they had like the boarding pods on the Olympus, that they were like weirdly fleshy. They really do like that kind of like, yeah, bioengineering is exactly the right word for what the pirates do. Of course it's exactly the right word, because it was used by the developers of the game who wrote this, so obviously they're using the right words for their stuff. Good one there, Doctor. Anyway, if we hop up here into this tube... Oh, I said tube in a way that really weirdly echoed in my own brain. Do you know what I mean? Or do I just sound stupid? Oh, and there's more phazon grubs there. Right, so we've got a bomb slot here, and so this is like, do you remember we had a bit in Norion where there was a Jolly Roger drone shooting us while we were in a morph ball bit? Here, the drones will only target you while you're in those like red laser bits. When you're outside of those bits, you're absolutely fine, but as soon as you're in them, the bastards come down and try and hit you. So just be aware of that when you're passing through those zones, that they are potentially... I would say that the zone is one of danger. A boost ball can kill things. Let's blow that up, which probably wasn't particularly useful. Grab myself an energy tank here with a little, if we just bomb and then double jump. Nice, easy energy tank. Almost every energy tank in this game is quite easy. Like, it does... We've had a couple that it literally gives you, like, just puts it in front of you. And then there are a couple as well that it's like, you go right past them and they're not particularly well hidden. I think generally they are just more exposed in this game due to the need for energy for hyper mode. Our second bomb slot is here. And now we don't actually want to go up to the right there for now. We want to hop through here. Woohoo! And this is quite cool. We're back in this room, but we're going through this little tunnel. There's a lot of cool stuff in this, in the Pirate Homeworld, like these kind of there's a lot of just morph balling around and sneaking, and it's very cool. And I do like the stealthy nature of it almost. Let's weld this up. I joked a few episodes ago about how you can't fail at welding, but I didn't there as well, so yep, there we go. I don't even want to be rolling out next, because what that actually did was unlocked a panel here. So it's grappling hook, Master Chief, Decepticon, and Samus's gunship. There we go. So that opens the way forward back in the main room itself. But, well, in this room, ironically, this is a funny thing, like, oh, it's got those little sneaky bastards going around now, those drones looking for me. Stealth becomes a little harder at this point. What we want to do actually here, to return nice and easily, is to use this section here, and... Oh, is it killing the little phazon mite things? If we head up here, no, it's up there. Oh, balls. Try that again, and we want to head wing up there. No, come on, right. Zoom up and zoom. There we go. Nice. And we drop down here and activate our third bomb slot. That now activates this little hole here that we can nip through. Oh, my voice is going, I swear. It's not the Rona, I've just been recording for a while and my voice has apparently decided it's done with this shit. Well, so much for our stealth. You can take out those alarms, but you can't do it fast enough. Well, time for a freaky new enemy. This is the Commando Pirate. Assault armor composed of phasite, able to cloak and teleport. So they're problematic. Phasite, we've not got a good way of taking on phasite at the moment, but like everything else in the game, they suck at hyper mode. Hyper mode is always a nice way. We didn't see them cloaking or teleporting there because we just took them out too quickly, which was awesome. And we disabled the alarms, so more for now will not come. And over here is where we actually want to go. Right, this can be a bit of a shitty section here. So, once you're through this door, bring up the old X-ray visor. And note the tripwires on the ground. Try to avoid them where you can, and you'll make your life much easier for yourself. Here you can see there's phasite plating, which has got some shit behind it, but you know we don't have a way through phasite plating yet, so we'll deal with that in a bit. Cheeky bit of pirate lore here. First disciples. Our struggles have ended. She has shown us the error of our ways. The way is now clear. All previous vows of fealty have been forsworn. We now pledge our sole allegiance to our liberator, the Great One, Dark Samus. We bear a singular honour. We lucky few are her first disciples. Our burden is a happy one, for we will pave the way to her glorious victory and cosmic rule. Let the light of Phazon lead us. Oh, she's clearly done the old brain bamboozle on them, and it's worked. These are not the droids they were looking for. I'm going to dodge a few more of these. If you break them, it summons another Commando Pirate, which is mildly irritating, so let's not do that. Oh, you whiny little bastard. Well, he's a new type of scan anyway. He is an Assault Shield Trooper. Battle Shield deflects attacks but can be pulled with grapple beam, so let's do exactly that. And then I think we've already scanned his non-shield variant. Yes, we have. So, as ever, let's just rinse these two with Hyper Mode. You've got a shield, but that doesn't count for shit against Hyper Mode. Are we good? I think we're good. Oh, no, we're not. There's a bastard over here. Alright, let's take him out, and then I think it'll be time to end the episode. Ah, he's teleporting. Commando Pirates, they'll do that. You get the fuck back here, son. What the? Okay. Is he a beam or is he a missile type? I keep forgetting what's good against what. Say, all weaponry powered by Phazon, blah blah blah. Only beams at the highest temperature. Oh, so I guess it's telling me that I need to use the old that. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing much either. You can see why I use Hyper Mode against these guys. They really do take a lot to die. So, that's unlocked something, and we're really going to be dealing with that next episode. Let's just scan around and see what we can. At the end here, you've got a retractable door, blocking access to power systems. Data decoded. Our homeworld's atmosphere has resulted in various unique physiological mutations. All research into the subject's energy-draining abilities has yielded inconclusive results. We got a central specimen tank, moves between floors. Metroid barrier tank emits a high-frequency pitch that keeps specimens docile. Oh, that's quite cool. Wish they'd had them back on Elysia in the spooky zone. And what else have we got? Zeebe's specimen. Apparently it's pronounced Zeebe's, not Zeebs, which I find ridiculous. I always called it Zeebs because that doesn't sound stupid. Highly aggressive subject has been transferred to an off-site laboratory. Man, there's bag tons of stuff to scan in here. Bag tons? That's not a phrase. Beacon retracted. Oh, SR388 specimen. Now, newly discovered strain has been delivered to the main science center. That's the one from Metroid Fusion, I believe, is SR388. Talon 4 specimen has been returned to its original research facility. But all the ones here are Phazon Metroids, which are something spookier indeed. And finally, observations on Metroids native to different planets display subtle variations in biological processes. Yay, look at that, they evolve. Anyway, we'll hold it there. So we've snuck our way well into the Pirate Homeworld. We have got the X-ray visor. Next episode, we're going to be going even further and trying to rescue that trapped trooper. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.